Every day that I don't play Populous is a day that I stray further from God's will. Alright, so we last left off on level 475, which seemed kind of impossible. So let's go back to 467 and see if I can get a shittier score. Because we got a really good score on that. To H. 2 P J5B. Yeah, so we can do nights and floods. And he can't do shit. So, I think my plan of attack here is to set the game speed on super fast because that pretty much guarantees that I'm not gonna do super duper well. What was the start? Was it 3-3? Yeah, how weird is that? Really, thanks for being first as per usual. Hopefully you had a good day. Oh! Son of a bitch. You had a good day? Nice. The daily Jeff game guess. Yeah, you only get so many of those. Damn, this sucks. I'm losing. Oops. Alright, so I probably do need to go for the flood to beat this guy. Oh, for fuck's sake. Hit the horde. Wasn't that already guessed? But no, it's not the horde. Oh shit, he built a knight. That's not good. Although I think his knight's actually not that strong, so it's probably okay. It's probably not a problem, probably. This asshole computer. You know, one of these days I might slip up and be like, no, it's not the horde, it's... It's not on a list of guesses, so it didn't happen. Well, it didn't because it's not on the list. Okay. Look at this guy. Alright, I need to tell my guys to gather instead. This shit is outrageous. Alright. I mean, my strategy is kind of working in the sense that I'm gonna have a really bad score. Once I'm able to win. If I'm able to win. Alright, let's flood them out. And I probably need to flood again, actually. Fucking asshole. Alright, we're actually beating him. I think we're beating him in population. Just barely, but maybe not. This fucking guy. It never stops with you. Alright, so just made another night. Alright, we can flood again, but I think I'm gonna save here. Just in case. Yeah, I think I have to flood. I think I have to flood here. Alright. And now I don't have to worry about building up again. Now we can worry about just Armageddoning. Worms Armageddon. Is there a Worms game on SNES? That would be pretty cool. The fuck, did he really swamp me? Or am I getting swamp bugged as per usual? Fucking bastards. Yeah, what's going on? The original Worms is, believe it or not. Very cool. Yeah, who the fuck is swamping? Somebody is swamping, but I don't know who. Who is swamping? I actually have no idea what's getting swamped right now. Which is part of the problem of this biome, or whatever the hell you want to call it. It's really hard to see what's what. Like, I think this might be swamps, but it wouldn't look like this. It would not look like this. Oh, cool, thanks. Thanks for volcanoing me. Alright, we almost got it. Alright, Armageddon time. Let's hope for a really shitty score. Shitty score, please. 146. That's definitely worse than what we got before. Ranger B. 473, rockin' lava, but it's 12 to 20. That's not very good. That's not very good, but he only has access to volcanoes, and we have swamps and volcanoes and earthquakes, so we can make it work. All right, 473 is N2M2N5 RD. N2M2N5 RD. Rock and lava, 12 to 20 ratio, which is weird. We can do everything except knights. And he can only do volcano and flood, which he's never gonna flood. Let's be honest with ourselves. Let's be honest with ourselves. Whoops. And then definitely you gotta bring the game speed all the way down. Can build up and down, so nothing bad there. And we can use Armageddon, so that's really nice. 475, you can't Armageddon. Alright, restart the map, and then I'm gonna instantly tell my guys to gather. God damn, you forget how slow the game is. You forget how slow the game is on the slowest setting after you are playing it on the fastest setting. That's kind of funny, isn't it? Damn, that guy died, I think. Boom, 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 boom. Alright, normally I wouldn't do it, but I think we're definitely going to try to break down his castles early with earthquakes. Let's try to get a quick double pop here. Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Let's go over here and crack this. It's an earthquake. Try to get some pops going. Really good stuff. And we do have access to swamps, so let's get a swamp going there. Now, that would be incredibly funny if he tried to flood, but it's not gonna happen, so literally have never seen it happen. Now, something that would be absolutely catastrophic is if we got a level and it was... also, we're about to get a volcano, so that's going to be nice. Where do we want a volcano? Does this guy even have... Okay, he did build a castle. He's got 2 castles. We'll volcano that. And then at this point... might just say fuck it and go for the Armageddon. Right? I mean, what is he gonna be able to do? So actually, I'm gonna go ahead and use a save here. Just in case. Just in case we get a bad warp. Yeah, you know, it's really funny how well the computer, with the same stats as far as the reaction and the rating, like 475, I think, has the exact same reaction and rating, but because you can't mess with the computer, it just destroys you, which sucks. I'm debating not fixing this much at all. Like, I'll fix this because it's on the edge, but beyond that, what's the use? Because we're very, very, very close to Armageddon. One more tick. One more tick. I'm not even gonna bother doing anything here. Yeah, we got it. Crank the game speed to fast. Broom. 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 43, please be different from 475. Fuck! It's the same as 475. Oh no. But the computer might have a shittier starting point. Honestly, if I was not in front. If I was oh, also I messed this up. If I was um if I was closer to the computer, then this would be more doable because I would be able to just break his buildings over and over and over again, and it would mess him up enough to where I think we would eventually beat him. But this is fucked up. This is really fucked up. We might have to go back to. I mean, we could try to redo 473 and get a better score. Because we could definitely, like, expand the lead even more. But this is fucked up. This is fucked up. I feel like these levels are unwinnable. I need to double check that I wrote the password down. F3T M4T5RY. That's what you gotta ask yourself when you decide to beat Populous. Why? Why do? Alright, so if I put the game speed on slow. Alright, so see, we're much closer to him now. Which is good, but also kind of shit. It's good, but kind of shit. So what I'm hoping is gonna happen is that I can kind of drag my guys over this way so that I can just start messing with his units faster. Oh god. You know, I probably what I really need to do, honestly. I probably just need to do that right away, but I kind of forget the I kind of forget. Oh god, okay. Yeah, it's crucial. It's crucial that I walk a guy over here. So I have to say, walk your asses that way. Walk your asses to the papal. This guy has like no fucking HP. I don't remember what the it doesn't look like the damage is actually that great. Alright, but I gotta walk this guy all the way over here. Okay, now I gotta tell him to settle. Right, boom. So I told him to settle. And then this is what I gotta do. I just gotta keep fucking his shit up. So that he can't do anything. I just keep him busy by doing this over and over again. Seems kind of stupid, but I think that is honest to God the winning play here. I don't know how dumb that sounds, but whatever. Fuck. Actually, this is good. I need him to walk. I need him to walk so I can do this over and over again. Alright, so is he gonna attack into me? Because if I can kill that unit... Okay, that was amazing, actually. Okay, I'm gonna save, because this is getting risque. This is getting risque. Put it on quick save, too. Good, we got some pops. Just tell my guys to attack and then settle. Good, good, good. We got a pop. And he's walking the right way. This is fantastic. Tell him, just settle. Perfect, perfect. Perfect. So see, now I break up his castles, and then I just keep breaking them up. And then eventually he's gonna get confused and sad and not do what he needs to do. So every time I'm doing this, he's not able to take advantage of these castles. But see, I couldn't do this on the other map that had the same rules. Because... God damn it. Because I just couldn't, okay? But yeah, I couldn't do this earlier. Alright, so I'm gonna save again. And then I'm going to instantly knight. And then over here, I'm going to try to get some pops going. Alright, and so because I knighted, hopefully he's able to do a little bit of damage. I'm not expecting him to do a lot of damage, but I needed to get that guy out. I needed to get that guy out so that we could start doing the deeps, basically. Just a little bit of deeps. Okay, so he took out our knight, which sucks. Please win that. Oh no. Okay, the fact that we lost that is pretty bad. That's like pretty insanely bad, I gotta be honest. But our population is actually kind of popping off right now, so we might be able to cause some big damage soon. But his population is starting to get better. We have a much more centralized location, though, which is nice. I need to find my papal desperately. Alright, so what I need to do right here is I need to pop this guy, and I need to tell him to walk towards the papal. And then I need to move the papal back over here. This is a crucial step. This guy needs to get out of here. He needs to get out. If he fights this and dies, then it's over. Okay, good, he got it. Okay, but I need him to get out. I need him to get out. This is like Saving Private Ryan. It's actually so crucial that he gets out of there. Alright, because we just have a little bit of a population advantage. And that little bit of a population advantage is hopefully going to go a long way. This is very stressful because this is the level I got completely dominated on Tuesday. Right, so I need to get a shield on him so I understand what the fuck's going on. And then this is not looking good. This is not looking good. So what I need to do is I need to get these pops. I need to do a little bit of an advanced technique here. And get this guy as strong as possible, as fast as possible. Alright, so he just made a knight. But we're gonna be able to have a yellow HP knight. So we're gonna let this guy build up, build up, build up. Alright, and we're gonna make that knight, and then we're gonna go around and we're gonna tell our guys to gather and then attack. So he's already starting the attack, which is pretty unfortunate. But our knight is about to collide with his knight. So not too bad. His knight was garbage, which is really good, but he just made another knight. So yeah, this could turn out poorly for us. This could turn out poorly, especially because he's pumping out sword tech knights. He's pumping out sword tech knights. Are you fucking kidding me? He actually just... Alright, well, it's over now. God damn, this is really hard. This map is really hard, and what sucks about this map being so hard is that it's so long. To play this map is a slog. This is a slog of a map. Okay, did I really save when it was still back here? Let's load that other save. this is not mine. This is his. Alright. So instead of doing that, I'm gonna try to get my pops going. And we're gonna keep trying to expand. And I'm gonna tell my guys to attack and then settle. And getting this much of an expand out is hopefully going to start something really big here. But see, we always got to be very cautious about what the computer is going to be capable of. See, now we're expanding into his territory. Got our guys set on attack mode. So that's good. Now, if he's able to do the deeps on us, then that's gonna fucking suck. Fuck. See, that was bad. Let's see, we're beating him in population, so I just need to maintain that population advantage. I just need to maintain that population advantage. And I gotta keep fucking up these castles so that he can't do much with them. Because that's gonna piss him off. That's gonna piss him off, and his units are gonna be shittier than our units, so it's gonna play out well for us. So we're beating him out in population. So I'm gonna go ahead and save the game again. This is such a stressful map. This is very, very stressful. Because we ain't winning. We ain't winning directly. By any means. Right, it's crucial that I don't do anything with... Yeah, what up, Nick? Appreciate the lurk. This is one of the most terrifying maps in Populous so far. Alright, so... So he just popped a knight, which is very unfortunate. But will that knight actually be able to do anything to us? Yeah, I wonder if I made a mistake by expanding, because by expanding, I think I lose out on the tech. Yeah, his fucking knight is so strong. Yeah, his knight is so strong, so even though we have a massive population advantage, I'm not so convinced that we're going to be able to do much with it. It's going to go away pretty quick, this advantage. Because I ain't got no knight. Yeah, we're doing like no damage to this guy. We're doing no damage. Like, that really sucks ass that I'm not allowed to Armageddon on this map. Because if I could, we would win. So you can't use Armageddon. Fucking sucks. Alright, I wonder if I'm even allowed. Yeah, I don't even have a leader. I don't even have a leader. Okay, what is his guy gathering up towards? How strong is he? He's kind of strong, I guess. Alright, let's tell our guys to gather. And I'm also gonna speed the game up. Because at this point, I'm not so... Okay, so that fucking blows that he made another knight. That blows ass. Right, he's dead. He's so dead. So basically, I'm fucked. Okay, that was good. Okay, I need to move the Papal back. Okay, oh, that was bad. Oh, great, so now my Papal's over there. Okay, this sucks. God, this is so bad. Because we have the population advantage, I just don't think I'm going to be able to get a knight out. That's really rough to deal with. Okay, that's good. No worries, Lily. Holy shit, can I finally, like, get something going? No, what the fuck? Where'd he even sneak that guy? I don't even know where he even got that guy. So our population is better than his, but I'm not able to, like, take advantage. Alright, I think I'm forced to knight here. Okay, but his knight was stronger than my knight. So what the fuck? How does he have sword tech and I don't have shit? It actually boggles my mind. Okay, so somehow my guys killed him. I think I'm slowly bleeding him. Slowly. Ranting about Metroid Prime 4. That's the classic, right? Okay, so now if I knight, I don't think he has a leader. Alright, so now I'm just gonna start pumping knights because I have the advantage. Somehow he was able to move his Papal, so he must have had a leader, so that sucks. But now we have a sword tech guy. I don't know how that happened. I think he just killed our knight, so that sucks. But we're pumping out population, so that's good. As soon as this is yellow health, I'm gonna crank it. Or as soon as I see that he's coming with his knights, I'm gonna... Okay, good. This is good. This is good. This is huge. This is the turning point. Now's your chance! Alright, it might be possible that we win now. This has been such a slugfest. There's no way. How did he produce a knight? What is going on? How did he produce a knight that could kill? How could he produce a knight that could kill our knight that was like almost into the yellow? It's fucking outrageous, this game. And he just made another one. It's like I don't even know how to play. Like, how is it that we even... How is it that we even have a population advantage? I really am curious. I really am curious how it's even possible that we have a population advantage, because it sure as fuck doesn't look like it. Alright, so I'm gonna move our Papal back. Oh my god, what the fuck? It's over. What the hell? I don't understand. I don't understand how we can win this. How does the game even think that we have... look at the population difference. It doesn't make sense. Okay, somehow we got a sword tech guy. Okay. Boom. Okay, so our sword tech guy killed his sword tech guy. I don't get it. I don't understand what the fuck's happening. I gotta start bleeding this guy dry somehow, but I'm just not doing that. I'm just not doing that. Okay, this is another sword tech guy, so we could potentially win now. I still have no idea why the game thinks that I have much greater population than he does. Also, he just killed our knight, so it's fucking over. Alright, we just killed his knight. So now maybe we're gonna win? Alright, I'm gonna switch my guys to settle and then fight. And then I'm gonna save right now. And put the game speed all the way back to slow. But yeah, this is crazy, huh? Fucking fuck. Fuck. Holy fuck. Alright, so it says we have this massive advantage, but I don't really see it. I don't really see it. But hey, we got sword tech. So that's great. See, because he has all this shit. But the game thinks that we're beating him. Like, by a lot. So, I wonder if it's just because we have way superior technology? Like, we have more sword techs? Or something? Boom, boom, boom. Like, I think we got the win, because we're gonna be able to expand it so crazy, but... Holy shit. It would be so funny, too, if we beat this level, and, then we just get another level that has the exact same stats. Okay, so he just made a knight. So I feel like I'm forced to make a knight, but I'm gonna save the game again. Alright, so I just made my knight, but my knight sucks. My knight sucks. Yeah, what the fuck? So his knight has yellow HP. I got jack shit. But because he wants to start fighting us again, I'm forced to do stuff about that. Let's crank the game speed again. Alright, So I'm not even worried about my leader. All I'm trying to do right now is castle up on everything that I can. I'm just castling up on everything. This game's kind of crazy looking. Why? Because they're Japanese? It's a little rude. Anyways. Oh, this is colossal. Absolutely colossal. This is colossal. Just the UI is interesting. Yeah, this is supposed to be the first God game. This is a Peter Molyneux game. But yeah, you get used to the UI, but it is very unique. I would explain it, but I'm kind of exhausted from explaining it. So if you really want to know what the UI is, then I'll explain it, but it's not that complicated once you get used to it. The biggest problem is just that you can't directly control your dudes very well. Also, this is one of the hardest maps that I've done. Not as hard as levels 51 and 52, but this map's crazy hard because you can only do knights, which on the Japan-esque is samurai, right? Oh yes, another sword tech guy. Alright, it's fucking over for the computer. It's fucking over. So what I'm doing here is I'm building up. So this is my Papal, the fucking lucky coin cat. And so that's the only way that you can directly control them, is you can tell them to gather towards your Papal. And so this guy's my leader. It's normally an Ankh. But this is the Japanese theme. So there's a bunch of different themes, which is probably one of the coolest parts of the game. There's a bunch of different themes, and they all have different stats and whatnot. They all have different stats. But as far as like terrain damage that your guys take, so Japan has a little bit of terrain damage. Dude, this kind of sucks. Alright, I think I'm forced to just knight him early, because otherwise he was going to take a lot of terrain damage because we weren't getting pops. But yeah, you can do earthquakes, swamps, volcanoes. You can do all kinds of stuff in this game, but we're playing the Conquest mode, and Conquest mode you have a lot less ability to do stuff. So it's on a level by level basis on like what you can do versus what the opponent can do. On this one, we can both only make knights, and I can't do Armageddon. So Armageddon would mean that everybody stops what they're doing, meets in the middle, and fights. So if you have a population advantage, then you win. But if you don't, then you are silly for doing Armageddon because you're gonna lose. So most of the levels do let you do Armageddon, and so a lot of the time they're a lot easier than this level because you can just like flood or like volcano a couple times, and then that gives you enough of a population advantage that you go for the Armageddon and get your win and move on. But every level that you beat, you jump ahead a certain number of levels based on how well you did. And I would say it's an average of like 5 levels, and there's 989 levels, and this is level 479. Yeah, you do not have to do all the levels, thank God. Most of the levels are the same. So there will be pockets of, I'm not really sure, but it's probably pockets of like 3 to 5 or 6 levels that have the same stats. So for example, I tried 475 and that was pretty much unwinnable, which had the same stats as this, but the spawns were a lot farther away. And because you can only do nights, I wasn't able to like do anything to damage the enemy. And because this guy, uh, the computer can also have like varying degrees of what's called rating, which is how well they play, and reaction, which is how quickly they react to what you're doing. And so because the spawns were far, I couldn't do anything to really fuck with them. And so really the only reason why I think I was able to get an advantage here is that the spawns were a little bit closer. So I took a gamble to move my guy close to him, and I can move the terrain up and down, which you want to have flat land so you build castles. That's kind of the name of the game, so you get more mana and higher tech. And so by moving my units close to his early on, I was able to constantly build down his castles so that he is, because the computer doesn't fuck with you like that. Sounds complicated for such an old game. It is, but it's also not. Like you get used to it. But you know, this is definitely like a first of its kind, right? Definitely a first of its kind type game. This thing that looks like a camera, I'm actually not sure what this is. But in this case, it is or in most cases, it's referred to as a shield, which for some reason is represented as a question mark in the UI when you pick this. But what this does is it lets you look at a unit, and so the unit that I have selected right now is my leader, which is marching back and forth here. So I can see that he has sword technology, and then I see his life bars. I turned him into a knight now. But the way the life bars work is that every character has 3 life bars. And so you have the first life bar, they call them the 2 orange bars and then the yellow bar. And so the first orange bar feeds into the second orange bar, and then the second orange bar feeds into the yellow bar. So when you have a guy who has yellow health, that means that he's really powerful. So you want sword tech guys, but I don't think you get sword tech guys unless you've had castles that have been sitting around for a while. Alright, sounds good, man. Good luck in your match. But yeah, this game is basically over now. I'm just spamming knights until we win, and we just won. So thank God. Thank God. Swamps are bottomless? Oh, fuck. And he can do swamps. Okay. This is bad. This is bad. This is a bad one, potentially. Alright, 485 S1D. I'm tracking all of this in a spreadsheet also. S1D, 2NG, L3G, Grassy Plains. It's 5 to 5. I can do volcanoes, which is really fantastic, and I can do floods, so this actually shouldn't be that bad. I'm just being a little, baby bitch. He can do everything. As long as we have access to volcanoes and floods, it's usually not so bad, but I'm a little worried about the bottomless swamps. But the computer sometimes doesn't press its advantages very well. Okay, we have very far spawns, which is good. We can use Armageddon, which is also good. So this might be a couple of volcanoes and we're done, or this might be all right, I'm actually gonna turn the game off and back on again because I have this odd superstition. Because basically on grassy plains, I want to play it on default speed, just because it'll be a little faster. I don't want to play it on high speed because that would be pretty tough. Pretty tough. But hopefully tonight we can hit level 500. That would be fantastic. But you never know. You never know what the game might throw at you. S1D, 2, and G, L3G. Oh, I also got to mark that swamps are bottomless. Forgot to do that. All right. So I'm going to tell my guys to gather because it's somewhat unlikely that I'm able to get this shit going exactly how we want right off the rip. I built a little too high, actually, which sucks. It's a little too high, but that's okay. I'd rather be higher rather than lower. Fuck. See, sometimes you can't tell, at least I cannot tell as well, like what's the height of different terrains. But this is fine. This is fine. I'm kind of wasting a lot of mana. Oh, we only got a single pop there. That's kind of shitty. That's also kind of shitty what I just did there, but whatever. I should definitely earthquake him when I get the chance. Or he's gonna earthquake me, sure. Yeah, so it might not even have been worth it to build up like this because I'm using more mana to do this. we're gonna earthquake him back. Yeah, see, I fucked this up. I fucked this up. I'm gonna reset. I'm gonna reset. So the reason why I'm gonna reset here is because he keeps earthquaking. And because he keeps earthquaking, it's a lot shittier to recover from an earthquake when you're built up a little bit. So it's a lot easier to recover from it when you're so far down. And if he's gonna earthquake that much, by the time that he's even going to think about by the time he's even going to think about volcanoing, we'll be able to just nibble the volcanoes down, no problem. We're just gonna keep nibbling this down, and this also means that we're gonna have much faster mana because we're using less mana to build, which is just peachy. Try to get some pops. Okay, see, this is fine. So you're gonna see now how much easier it is to recover because you don't end up with a bunch of shit on different elevations where you have to make a lot of decisions on like, all right, this is what we are building up to now, blah blah blah. So the shitty part about this is that I won't be able to flood him, but I won't really need to because we're gonna get to the point where we can volcano and then a couple of volcanoes and he's fucked, basically. Yeah, what up, Ageless? Dude, I cannot believe that you haven't heard Simple and Clean. You played Kingdom Hearts, right? That blows me away. I can understand not having seen Carmel dancing, but that blows me away, dude. I almost think that you're just joking around, you know? You never played any of them? Damn. They're too baby lame game for you, right? You've seen a couple of them played. Ageless over here is like, Disney? I ain't playing that shit. I ain't playing that shit. You don't know, you just didn't get them when it was popular and never thought to go check them out later. They're cool. To be fair, I've only played Kingdom Hearts 1, so honestly that conversation made me think like, damn, I should really play Kingdom Hearts 2, eh? What a loser. I haven't played Kingdom Hearts 2. Everybody says Kingdom Hearts 2 is the best one. I played Kingdom Hearts 1, but that was a long time ago. I played it on stream, I should say. Series looks cool. You're darn tootin', it looks cool. You're darn tootin', Ageless. Sure do look cool. I'm about to fucking volcano this guy. You had a good day, Ageless. You're darn tootin'. Ageless, I was watching somebody's playthrough of Might and Magic 2 on the Genesis. I was reminded of those good times, those good bad times. Dude, it was pretty funny how, like, you were so into that game for quite a while until you weren't. Until you weren't, then you're like, no, I can't do it anymore. Encounter 250 enemies, you encounter 250 enemies, you encounter... It do be like that, huh? I'm about to shake it, quake it, space kaboom is what I'm about to do. Novelty of killing thousands of monsters fades pretty quickly. I mean, yeah, you're killing thousands on paper, but visually it's always like you just see one guy, right? This is outrageous that he's even able to hold on. It's fucking bullshit, honestly. Like, how is my population not outshining his by just a metric fuckload? Look at all the stuff I got. Alright, I'm about to do it again. Oh, you can move that around. I haven't moved it, so it's probably in the center somewhere. The way that shit works is that that's where you can tell people to gather towards it, right? Yeah, you can tell people, you know what's funny is I was just talking to my buddy Blue Link, right? And he's like, you don't have to explain it. And I was literally saying, like, I can explain this shit to you, but I'm kind of exhausted about explaining it. And now here I am explaining it. I'm like, I've already explained this shit so many times. I think most people don't even give a shit. But I know you give a shit, so I'll explain it. The Ankh is the only direct way that you can tell people to move somewhere. And when you tell them to move, you can tell them to do a couple of things, right? So you can tell them to settle. You can tell them to attack and then settle, which means that they'll favor attacking if there's anything close to them, but if there's nothing close, then they'll just settle. Right, so right now I have them set to attack and then settle. Because he's starting to encroach. Stay out of my territory. You can tell them to gather and then settle, which means that they gather up, and you want to do that on certain maps because the terrain damage is so high that your guys will probably die otherwise. You can tell them to just regular settle, so they'll just always settle. They won't bother doing anything else, just try to settle, even if it means that they might die. Alright, and then the last thing that you can do is you can tell them to walk towards the papal, which if I click on this... Alright, so technically my papal is here because my leader never died. And so, what's important about your leader is that if you're gonna make a knight, your leader becomes your knight. And so that's why gathering towards the papal is important for making knights. You can also do it, again, it's the only direct way that you can tell people to go somewhere, is by saying walk towards the papal. So you could like put the papal deep into their base and then try to... Dude, he built a knight, that sucks. But we're about to, before that knight is even able to do anything, we're gonna Armageddon and win. Now the problem is that if your leader dies, you're not able to put down another papal. If your leader dies, you're not able to put down another papal until you get a new leader. And the way that you get a new leader is your guys have to touch the papal. And so if you have really weak guys and the papal is really deep into enemy territory, you're fucked. Nah, as soon as I Armageddon, his knight goes away, actually. But no, you see our population? Our population is fucking huge. The knight doesn't get deleted, it just, he converts back down into regular population. Yeah, it is kind of cheating. But yeah, so now we all gather. We all gather at the middle. So his papal is a skull, right? Ours is the Ankh looking thing. So gather in the middle, 135. Not my best work. Greater being. 491, grassy plains. This is not the same. These rules are very similar, but these rules are not the same. Can you believe that? 491, Q1, ZD, 244, and D. Q1, ZD, 244, ND. It's another grassy plains. It's 5 to 5. He can do everything again, which sucks, but we can do volcanoes and floods, which is good. His reaction is really strong, but his rating is shitty, so I think that means that he might play bad. And swamps are shallow, harmful. See, swamps were bottomless in the last map, which means that they're lethal. You're holy shit. This is a very long spawn. Or very far spawn. Alright, so we can do Armageddon. Yeah, Flood is good, but only if he's not going to... Okay, thank God. It's always a gamble on... It's been a long time since we've had one, but there's certain maps where you can only build up, which makes it very difficult. Yeah, exactly. So, bottomless swamp or fatal water are very, very, very bad. Very, very, very bad. Alright, he's so fucking far away. I'm gonna reset. Because I want to tell my guys to gather and then settle. Actually, do I? Ah, fuck it. Because on grassy plains, they don't actually, they won't die. Never mind. Alright, I'm getting pretty fucking pissed that this guy won't settle, though. But yeah, grassy plains has very, low... It basically has no, terrain damage. Which means that technically I could move a guy, like, all the way over. It's kind of outrageous, what my silly boys are doing right now. If I'm being honest. They're kind of doing exactly what I do not want them to do. Which is making me very mad, but that's okay. Alright, this is what I wanted. This is what I wanted. Alright. So the strat here is that the spawns are so far... The spawns are so far away that if he builds a night, I really don't care. And... Alright, we got one pop there, which is not as good as I would have liked. Anyways, I don't think it's really worth flooding if he starts trying to earthquake me. So it's going to be the same plan as the last game, which is just volcano him a couple of times and then go for the Armageddon. Which is the strat for like 90% of these maps, is just get a slight advantage and then go for the Armageddon, and that's it. Also, it's cold as balls in Florida right now. Yeah, well, he's pretty chilly up there. Yeah, it's probably way chillier. I'm just being a little baby bitch. Makes sense, though. That's what it's got to be there for. Armageddon. Yeah, it's just the win condition. Is that you end the game. You end the game because you have a population advantage. Because the levels where you can't Armageddon, oh man, it's like so bad. Because it just takes a really long time. So what I'm doing here, I mean, you've had to have seen me do that before. I'm like breaking my castles early because castles produce higher tech, I think. I still don't really understand the tech shit. But they build units slower. And so by popping the units, by popping the castles, I'm able to get units out faster. And then I'm able to expand faster. Now, we gotta be very... We gotta pay close attention to... Alright, we're basically there, so as soon as I drag this over... Alright, boom, volcano, okay. Seeing me do that for a while, it's nice to finally... Fuck! See, he just volcanoed me. Fucking asshole. So, if I know that he's not going to... Yeah, I call that getting a pop. Or getting an early pop when I'm trying to break the castles. But if I know that he's never gonna earthquake, then this might have actually been better to build high and then flood. You only need to build two unit high in order to do shit like that. But hey, it's fine. I am playing this on default speed, but I think I should be able to keep up. If I'm not able to keep up, well, one, it probably doesn't matter. It probably doesn't matter if I keep up or not, because the spawns are so far, so he's not really going to threaten me for a really long time. But I could just restart, knowing that this computer does not like earthquaking, which means that it's a lot easier to build high and then flood. Because one flood is usually enough. Usually enough. Alright, we can volcano again, boom, drop it. So you just keep volcanoing him until he can't do anything. And then you get your population advantage, and you arm again, bada bing, bada boom, although he just fucking volcanoed us back, so that kind of fucking sucks. But we just nibble, nibble, nibble it down. 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 This does take a lot of mana to do. But it's not very difficult to do it. Alright, we have another one. So we go over here, boom. I'm not playing this one with all my heart. Because this one seems pretty easy, so. And it's just because very far spawns and we have volcano, so it's pretty unlikely that he's going to be able to pull ahead. And we keep volcanoing him first, and then he's not recovering from his volcanoes, whereas we are. So even though we've pretty much gone volcano for volcano, pretty much gone volcano for volcano, but it doesn't really matter. And then now we can volcano him again. This time I'm gonna pick right here. And you can see here, like, as I keep building this out, now I'm able to volcano again. Boom. So we just keep building up more and more and more and more and more and more mana because we have more and more castles, which is great. Now, that's interesting that he sent a knight out. So that's actually, I know I said I didn't care too much, but that's actually kind of dangerous. Volcano again. It really depends on how much damage he's about to do. So let's see what this guy's looking like. Okay, he's on sword tech, but he's not even in yellow health, so he's gonna do some damage to us. There's no doubt about that. He's gonna do some damage. But I have the shield on him so I can monitor what he's up to. But you can see, even though he's doing damage to us, we're expanding out. He sent out another knight, so this actually... Damn, this might actually be unwinnable. This might... It's kind of funny how back and forth I go while playing this. Because now he's just night, night, night. Knighting, knighting, knighting over and over and over again. And I might not be able to keep up with this, even if I am volcanoing him all the time. So that sucks. This was probably a flood. This was probably a flood map. Probably a flood map. But we'll see. I'm actually gonna speed the game up. Yeah, he's got 3 knights. Okay. It's fucking over. I like how I go from like, you know, we got this shit to it's fucking over. Alright, so this is definitely a flood map. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. This is a flood map. We got to flood. In fact, I might even play this out as if we need 2 floods. It's very unlikely that we're gonna need more than 2 floods. It's very unlikely. Now, the shitty part about doing it this way... The shitty part about doing it this way is that it's going to eat into our mana for quite a while. We're not going to be able to build out in quite the same way. Now, I'm playing the game on the slowest speed, and that's just because it's cheating, basically. It's cheating to play on the slowest speed because it just makes it a whole lot easier. Alright, that's bad. The fact that I did not get a pop off that is unfortunate, although my timing is probably a bit off since I am playing on the slowest speed. This is grassy plains. But we should get a pop. There we go, we got 1. We should get some others. Come on. They should totally pop. Alright. The fact that this guy is big enough to just walk around and keep popping is great. Should get a double pop off that. Very nice. It's kind of weird that he went into that castle instead of trying to settle somewhere. Boom, 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 boom. So a modest problem with my approach is that he's definitely gonna volcano me, and that's definitely gonna eat into my mana to recover from, but we went back and forth there like 2, maybe even 3 volcanoes we went back and forth, so if that is still going to be the case, we should be able to get that flood out. Oops, fuck. That was annoying. Alright, so boom. There's that first volcano. So we gotta nibble through this, and it's gonna hurt, but it's gonna be worth. It's gonna hurt. But we're gonna be able to flood him out twice, which is gonna be just peachy. And since I'm playing on slow, I'm able to recover this relatively quickly. And the thing is that after the first flood, the second flood is going to come so much faster. Oh my god. That was terrible. Alright, so we gotta nibble this down. Getting close to that first flood. That's our turning point. If we are able to get that first flood out before he makes a night, then that should be the game. I will probably still double flood, just oh fuck off. That's really unfortunate. Because we're so close to that flood, I basically just I don't need to worry about eating out. I don't need to worry about nibbling down the volcanoes so much. Did he really just volcano me again, or did I just move? But we need to get the castles that we can get and not worry too much about anything else. Okay, there you go with your fucking shit again. Right, because I'm wasting a lot. I'm wasting a lot to, Alright, we're so close to this flood. As soon as I get this flood, then he's gonna be off my back. And then we can actually, like, get shit done. As soon as I get this damn flood. Do we have it? I think it's one more tick, but I'll try. No, it's one more tick. Alright, don't even do anything. Let's just wait. Alright, because you just... Okay, do we have it? Boom, we have it. Alright, this is big. Alright, now let's worry about fixing everything and we can nibble down these volcanoes. And let's tell our guys to gather and then settle, because then they're gonna make big castles. And we're gonna flood one more time. I think we need it. Although population is looking strong, but I think I need one more flood just to be on the safe side. But you all can see here, like, just how fast the mana is growing the second time around. So that's really, really good. That's really funny that my leader is still alive, and also that he's just dicking around. Wow, what the fuck? Was he really able to volcano me? Or maybe he did this a long time ago and I just haven't gotten around to fixing it. Alright, the fact that these guys will not settle or gather is just so fucking stupid and silly. They're just refusing to do it? Okay. Thanks, guys. Alright. So that's their leader. And let's get that flood. Boom. So second flood, and now we're going to be able to expand even faster because this is very cheap now. And we hit that Armageddon, and then that's it. We end the game. And we killed his leader, which is fantastic. So he would actually have to, in order to make a knight now, he would have to move somebody on top of, directly on top of our castle and kill us, which is just pretty unlikely, I think. I don't know how powerful that castle is, but it's pretty unlikely. But we have a massive population advantage now. So I could probably chill. Could probably chill. We don't have to worry too much about expanding. I always say that, then I'm like, all right, let's build out a little bit. You want a little bit of a barrier along your borders so that your guys can expand. I'm gonna tell my guys to attack and then settle. But yeah, at this point, all we gotta do is wait for that Armageddon. In fact, crank the game speed up to fast, because we're gonna want to do that anyways. And basically only build out the edges here. Should be one more tick. And we got it. Ho, ho, ho. Alright, so it should be one more level in order to get us... Oh my god, 196. That's actually pretty crazy. We might hit the 500 right off this. No, we didn't. He would have said... He would have said the next thing, but we might be 499. $4.99. It's an ice world. He can do nights and he can do volcanoes, which is really unfortunate. Alright, so we jump from 491 to 499. Pretty good jump. M2, M2, NG, M4, M2, 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 NG, M4. Snow and ice, which is always problematic. His rating is garbage, which is really nice for us. It is 3-3 standard earthquakes, swamps, and floods, which is good. That means we don't have to go directly for the flood, but he can do everything except for flood. We might not even have to do the flood. It's a classic shallow harmful. Let's see. We can use Armageddon, which is fantastic. And we can build up and down, which is also fantastic. Because it's snow and ice, I don't want to play that on the slowest setting. I do not want to play that on the slowest setting. So again, I have this superstition about resetting to make sure that I'm on default speed, because it's not super duper obvious to me. All right, M2, M2, NG, M4, And his reaction's great, his rating garbage, so we'll see how that plays out for us. I need to instantly switch to gather. Right, thank God he didn't die. No! No what? My power just flickered. Also, my fucking guy just died, so that sucks. But anyways, my power just flickered, so hopefully I don't lose power or something. But maybe that was just the light. Power flicker killed my guy. Yeah, it's to be expected in this harsh reality. Very nice pops. Oh, for the love of God. Speaking of God, I don't want to get into a big religious debate, but reading the Bible is funny as hell. Old Testament God is like crazy. He's just like, I'm pissed off, so I'm gonna kill like 99% of the world. I'm just in my emo phase, I'm pissed. Book of Enoch gives context as to why God flooded the earth, but it's non-canon, sadly. Non-canon! Non-canon stream. Non-canonical God reasoning. Yo, what the fud? How is this guy so good? Holy fuck. What is he doing all the way to, well, like, what are you doing, dude? Just build, you fuck. Stupid ass. I hate snow and ice. It's kind of funny because I like ice levels, but in Populous, it's pretty rough. It's pretty rough. Like, just look how slow this shit is. Yeah, I know there's a lot of non-canon stuff. It's just kind of funny. Like, who decided all that shit? Who made it up in the first place? Or did they? Alright, he's booty blasting us so hard, and I haven't even done anything yet. So this is bad. Alright. Wow. Different time periods, yeah. Some Bibles will attribute the likely author. And that author's name was Christian God. Alright, I mean, I think I'm fucked, honestly. I mean, look at this shit. He can just do whatever he wants. I ain't got shit. Like, I'm fucked. I'm fucked. This is sad. These are sad days. These are sad days because I can't do anything to him. I think losing that one guy at the very beginning of the game actually ruined everything. I think it actually ruined everything. I need to start swamping, but the problem is that, like, then what? You know? What the fuck? Alright, it's so over. It's so over. It's so over. Alright, I don't think we even bother. I don't think we bother doing that. I don't have the shmana. I don't have the shmana to do that shit. Fucking... I can't have my guy die. I can't have my guys die like this. Not like this. The fact that my leader at the start of the game can settle, but he chooses not to. Very silly. Alright, but yeah, it eats way too much. Bro. What are you doing? Oh my god. Alright, I think that's default speed. I don't know, maybe I'll put it right there. Alright, we gotta, oops. I didn't mean to turn off this music. I cannot have any of my guys die early. I can't have any of my guys dying early. Nah, I know, I know. Most Christians don't take the Bible that literally. I know. I know, I know. Alright. I'm gonna save the game here. So help me God, if you fucking die, I'm gonna... he's gonna die. He's gonna die. No, he lives. He lives. My silly ice boy lives. Oh my god, what a fool. What the fuck? I didn't even press that. Alright, let me load the game. Alright, this is good. This is fine. This is fine, but instead of, the fire... Yeah, I'm still on Genesis. I haven't read that much of it. I've been a lazy bones. Yeah, I'm still on Sega Genesis. Genesis does. Can't do this on Nintendo. Alright, we got that pop. Please, for the love of God. Why would you turn away, dude? Why would you do that? I desperately... There you go, there you go. This is perfect. Alright, so now I got a pretty hefty advantage. I'm gonna save again. Genesis is the Bible, but Super Nintendo isn't. Really makes you think. It sure does. Dude, I'm getting pretty pissed at you guys. Because you're gonna walk around and you're gonna die, and then we're gonna be at a massive fucking disadvantage. I'm gonna cry. Alright, good job, guys. I was only pretending to be mad at you. Alright, let's save again. That's what God says. I was only pretending to be mad. Alright, big pops. Walk the right way, gentlemen. So help me fucking God. I think he just died, which is insanely bad. But maybe they gathered, actually. Alright, so we're winning big this time. It's kind of funny how just a small adjustment makes a massive difference, especially on stupid Ice World. Snow and ice. Oops. Alright, I'm saving again. I'm saving again. I'm not gonna do it, girl. I did it. So, see, he hasn't even built flat land, really. So it doesn't even benefit me to do jack shit besides just expand at this point. Because once he builds flat land, then I can actually start trying to bug him up. I'm gonna tell my guys to attack. Got a big quad pop there, which is insane. Insane in the membrane. Alright, he's finally building flat land, so now I should, after this big expansion, then we can worry about like, holy fuck, this guy's just running everywhere. It's so funny how sometimes shit is just super unwinnable, and then other times it's like, yep, this is great. Everything's looking good. Hold him in, Zard. They really should have called the Saturn the Sega Exodus, seeing as Sega America left it behind to die. Dude, Sega of America was so insanely mismanaged. Am I right? Like, literally, what the fuck were they thinking? They really thought that they could just keep selling the Sega Genesis, and that was a good idea. The funny thing is, right, is it kind of was in Brazil. They could keep doing it in Brazil until like 2008. But yeah, Zard, we're on level 499. 499. Can you believe it? Let's do a little game save here. Really want a fully decked out Sega Genesis someday? By fully decked out, you just mean like 32X Sega CD. Yeah, I guess we are. I guess we are halfway, almost. I'm about to swamp that ass. Yeah, Lily wants the Tower of Power. The Tower of Power. Kind of sucks that the Sega CDs are not super duper reliable, from what I understand. So if you get one, you might have to do some work on it. Damn, my fucking leader died. Focus on getting an MSX. Are you just gonna get a MSX2 or? a specific model in mind. I know you're not going to get a MSX Turbo R, because that would be expensive. This guy, like, this is my own Jesus. This is my own personal Jesus right here. Like, what the fuck? Thinking about getting one of the Sony ones, to be honest. Those look nice. Were they, what are some of them called? Like Hit Bits or some shit like that? I thought that was a cool name. Everyone has their own Jesus in them. Hit Bits. Yeah, it's a sick name. Hit Bits. Oops, fuck. Alright. So I'm just swamping him out, and then eventually we'll Armageddon. That's my plan. And I'm playing this on fast speed now just because we have such a colossal advantage. I would be pretty fucking shocked if we lost. Are you shitting me, dude? What an asshole. Like, now he's actually fighting back, which is funny. It's also the Panasonic ones you're eyeing as well. Cheaps recommended them, if you remember correctly. Yeah, those look nice too. What the fuck? Those stupid swamp bugs. You can barely even tell that they were here, but look, they were here. Fucking asshole swamp bugs, I swear to God. They didn't even impact the computer. They only swamp bugged me. Fucking assholes. You really think you can do that? Just go over here and... That reminds me actually of the Big Lebowski. This is what you happen when you swamp bug a guy in the ass. This is what happens. It's crazy how back in the day there used to be so many different computer architectures and stuff you could get now. It's all just PC and Macs. Yeah, like during the micro computer days and whatnot. The hell was that noise? What was that noise? I'll be right back. I gotta take a look at news anyway. All right, we back. Metal Gear exclamation point. All right, so at this point, I think we just go for it. Wait, what can I do actually? I think I can only swamp, earthquake. Yeah, I can only earthquake, swamp, and flood. Yeah, luckily we can Armageddon on this map. And that's just what we'll do. Populous again, huh? Did you miss the end of Dragon Quest IV? No. We're gonna beat Dragon Quest IV on Saturday, I think. Yeah, welcome in, Shane. Yeah, we haven't played Dragon Quest IV since, I would say the last time, but, where I left off, I went into that cave and then I discovered that there was a whole new world. And we got rid of the barriers, spoiler alert. And then I said, we'll pick this up later because I have no idea how much more is left. One of these days, these pops are gonna Armageddon all over you. Dude, it's gonna be a cause for celebration when I finally beat this shit. What an asshole. What the fuck? Regular as clockwork. Dude, how is his population increasing so fast? Like, I stopped trying to kill him for like 2 seconds, and his population is actually like kind of popping off. Little sussy baka. And for Zard, this is just the waiting room. the waiting room for Castlevania Bloodlines. No Bloodlines. Zard sleeps. Castlevania Bloodlines sucks, actually? Well, I know that ain't true. I'm your favorite Castlevania Bloodlines streamer? That's good. When I play that, I plan on, because you can play as those two characters, right? What's his name? Eric something? And, who's the Belmont that you play in that one? John Morris. Damn, you don't even play as a Belmont. Eric Lacard. Yeah, I plan on doing both routes or whatever. Oh, John Morris. Wait a minute. Isn't that's the guy. That's the Dracula guy from the book. But yeah, we're gonna play both characters, don't worry. It's the son of Quincy Morris, yes, canonically. What? Very legal and very cool. Uh-oh, he built a fucking knight. I know you're joking. Everybody likes Bloodlines. Except for maybe Kohi. Maybe Kohi doesn't like Bloodlines. Because he got booty blasted in it. At this point, would Bram Stoker's Dracula be open source? You mean public domain? And I'm not saying you mean public domain, I'm saying you said that. But anyways. I assume it is. But I don't know. Look how fucking long this shit takes. Snow and ice is actually the worst. But to be fair, I haven't done a desert in a while. But like this shit is crazy. It's just so crazy how slow this shit is. I'm running this shit on the fastest fucking speed. Bram Stoker dropped the source code on GitHub right now. Drop the source code. Oh yeah, my one of my buddies. I guess there's a Silent Hill decomp project in the works. So he said Silent Hill 64 coming up. Which made me laugh. Like, there's no way. How the fuck does his population... You know what I mean? Like, how could it even be that he has decent population? No way, this cannot be. Resident Evil 2 can do it, so can Silent Hill. Well, especially now with fans doing it. And, like, they could probably get away with, like, not having a limit, really, on the ROM size, right? I'm just waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting. I'm waiting for that Armageddon to tick. I'm about to tick it off. I'm about to freak out. I'm about to get upset. We need one more tick. I swear to fucking God, if we don't get that tick, I'm about to rage. That would have sucked so bad if that knight killed like a shitload of castles and then we couldn't finish the game. Finish the level. There's no way that it's this close. We're gonna booty blast him. There's no way. There's no way we don't booty blast. I guess it was kind of accurate. 165. All right, let's see what our new name is. Deity. That's sick. 506 Cake Land. Oh God. Oh no. This one looks like it might be hard, actually. H1M1 SLD. H1M1 SLD. Cake Land. Yeah, his rating is good. His reactions aren't that great. It's 10 to 10, so that's interesting. And we get earthquakes early, so we can probably shake it, quake it, space kaboom. But I'm worried because he can do knights and volcanoes, so that kind of sucks. Swamps are shallow. And water is harmful, the classic. Let's see if we're allowed to do... Alright, we have very far spawns. Please tell me we can Armageddon. What the fuck? We cannot Armageddon? Are you for real? Oh, thank God. Thank God you can build up and down. Thank God. If you could only build up, then that would just be slam bam, thank you ma'am. Get on the floor, let's jam. Alright. Well, I hit my goal for the evening. I know it's not super duper late, but I am gonna go ahead and call it here. Should be back at it again for Top Off Fridays. Lily is crying, actually. She's in a class this afternoon. There's one of those classes where no one wants to answer any of the questions the teacher asks. You're the only one answering. Got so bad the teacher literally had to tell you to shut up, basically, in order for the other students to answer at times, and they still didn't answer often. That's funny. I don't miss those days. But 506. 506. We're doing it. We're doing it. Let's see if any of the homies are on and we'll raid out. We got some choices. Got some choices. Let's raid JR. I haven't raided JR in a while, I don't think. He's playing Dragon Quest VIII. Whoa, chat's popping off. 16 more streams to go. I hope we can. I hope we're faster than that. But yeah. So Lily, Ageless, Czar, appreciate you all. Anybody lurking? Appreciate you. Hope you have a fantastic Friday. Peace out. Let's check out some Dragon Quest VIII with JR. Don't worry, Czar. Jessica is in her bunny outfit, so you know there's fun for all ages, even Dragon Quest haters. But anyways, I really want to play Dragon Quest VIII one day. One day, but not today, and not tomorrow, because tomorrow is Pop Off Fridays. See you then.